Hey guys, welcome to episode 2. Finally, episode 2. We've been so busy. I have a day job, so uh, can't really have time for designing and finishing this project. However, if for you that haven't seen episode 1, you should have a look at episode 1, how I actually um, built the kayak sailing kit based on an Itiwit two-man kayak, inflatable kayak. I bought it from Decathlon, or it's also known as Tribord on some markets. Episode 2 is all about improving and building the inflatable kayak sailing kit. As you can see here, we have the same sails from the previous episode. I sailed down the beach, but it was only downwind. I couldn't do upwind because this the lee board that I have on the side was like wonky, and also the rudder wasn't very good. It was like not sturdy, it was soft, and it was wobbling around, and I wasn't really controlling the kayak much. The kayak was like going downwind and following wherever the wind goes, so that wasn't good. So in this new episode, we're gonna have new rudders. I've already have this new rudders designed, inspired by some other sailboats or kayaks or dinghies that I found online. You can actually Google it. There's so many designs. Everyone have their own designs, and they say that the designs are better than the other. It all depends on individuals and how you want to sail it, and it also depends on your craft shape. So we are going to have longer and wider rudders, as you can see here. The rudder is going to be longer. That's the pink color line is actually the water line. My imaginary water level line is going to be dipped about half, so I have better control of the kayak. And if I have more passengers or have more load on the kayak itself, I'm going to get more active surface, so I have more control. Another one will be the lee board. Lee board is called lee board, one on the left side and one on the right side. So I have two lee boards and one rudder without the skegs. These skegs underneath, these are original from Itiwit. We won't have that. I will be removing this, and also the seats as well, to make more space for me moving around and around the kayak, and also for me to pull the rig and adjust the direction the kayak's going. So that's going to be on another episode of the sailing of the kayak. So this lee board is going to be longer. Previously was an oar that I found from recycle center. It was a plastic one with ribs, so it kind of restrict the movement of water. When the kayak's moving forward, the water flow is going that way. So it was like catching on the ribs, and it was slowing down the kayak a little bit. Even a little, every little counts. Every rib that you have, every resistance you have underwater is not good for the kayak because it's small, so the effects are big. And we are gonna have stronger materials for the lee boards as well. Previously I used skinny aluminum tubes from the oars, the pedals that I found on the recycle center. It didn't work very well. This time I'm gonna use aluminum still, but aluminum is gonna come from crutches. Crutches are known to hold one person's weight. So basically you can find crutches on marketplace, on Facebook marketplace, or anywhere else, pretty much on Gumtree, or if you're in America, Craigslist maybe, you can find one. And we are gonna have a redesigned sail. As you can see, the sail is the same shape, same materials. I'm gonna use a fishing rod, a long fishing rod. Is carbon, is light, strong, but it's a little bit flexy on the tip. But I don't really, I won't focus on that for now. I want this main area here to be effective to just move the boat. And we're gonna have a boom finally. On the last video, you can see the sail was curving with the wind. it was sailing downwind, so you get curve. That curve actually sacrifice a lot of wind power for the boat to move forward further faster. So we're gonna have this mast. It's gonna hold this wing. It's supposed to work like an aeroplane's wing. Bernoulli's law, pulling the boat, the kayak forward. The kayak's supposed to go forward. With more reading, you understand what it's actually for. This boom. We're gonna have more rigs coming down. One to the tail here, and the other one's gonna be down. I'm gonna be holding one of the rigs as well to fine tune the direction of the angle of the sail while sailing. As you can see, I have measurements here as well. These measurements are theoretical, that I actually copied the ratio from another sailboat online between the rudder's position and the pilot, which is me, the weight of the load on the kayak, and between me and the lee boards or your dagger board, and from the dagger board to the mast. So I have to find a balance, how to actually position between all these four elements. Of all these elements, if you want to sail a kayak, I understand one thing: you need the rudder and you need the lee board. Everything else can be customized to whatever you like. So if for this particular time, for this particular design, I have two sails. I actually found one of these sails like this. We have one sail that I had before, and this sail is actually a used one. I found it. I was lucky. I found one for £5 at a recycle center, so it's not inexpensive, and it was properly used for a sail. You can actually redesign your sail however you want, but the main thing you need to get done is your rudder and your lee board. Without the rudder or the lee board, nothing works. You can have a t-shirt hung on the side, on the front, or you can have a bedspread tied on a piece of wood. It will still won't work. You won't have control of the craft. So once both of these elements are in, got it sturdy, everything done, you can get whatever type of sail. As an option, you can also have outriggers. If you look online, what is outriggers? I'll type it right here. Outriggers, you can have outriggers to have more stability on your kayak so that it won't capsize. Outriggers, and also you can have jib sail. Jib sail is one of the softer, smaller sail in front of your main sail. This is your main sail. And there's another small sail in the front. It's called a jib sail. So that's also an option for you to add on. And if you're just wondering how I actually scale all these drawings, I use this software. It's called OpenOffice.org. You can download it for free. It's OpenOffice Draw. It's really useful. I use it for many of my DIY projects and also some for work sometimes. It's not as professional as AutoCAD. If you're familiar with AutoCAD, it's more of a what you call it, is an easier and a simpler version of AutoCAD. You can still customize your positions. You can customize the position and axis X and Y. You can customize your size. You can see here, you can customize your size as well. You can customize into real world size, 16 centimeters. Look at that, 16.38, 70 centimeters. You can customize all this. So from this, I made a scale like that, scale, and I actually measure what the positions are. You can draw circles, you can draw you can make into ratios if you want. You can keep ratio, you can do many things with this software. So it's worth a try. It's free, so have a go with it. And if you look closely, this is how I transfer. I make a square box over the actual drawing that I found online or design schematics. I actually sort of copy the outline and make coordinates of it and transfer this to a piece of plywood or a material of your choice, and then you can cut it out and plane it and grind it off as much as you want to make into profile that you like. So that's about it. That's how I did it.